Hi everyone. In today's episode of Salesforce Clinic with AK, we have our very own Abhijeet Kate, co-founder director, UBSdigiCloud, a Uneecops company. Hi Abhijeet, welcome to the show.
Thanks. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Today's perspective is a business buzz. It is pertinent to every company, big or small, B2B or B2C. After all, no business can skip the lead routing route. Whether your company has leads pouring from PPC ads, blog banners, emails, sponsor posts on social media, or any other organic traffic on the website, you ultimately assign them to sales reps. Now suppose you are in a business with multiple services catering to different geographies. You must be able to manage the leads properly and allocate the right sales rep. If not, you could end up creating a leaky sales funnel. If your business has large sales team, you may face the issue of broken sales funnel. The traditional round-robin method of lead distribution is no longer viable, as leads are lost because no response, delayed response, not so great customer experience, and the experience varies with different sales professionals. Then here is a problem of hanging leads, which are always present in your nurture bucket, neither going out nor moving forward. The reason for orphan leads can be many. I am sure you could relate to yours already. That is why today's clinic is ever relevant. Let's delve deeper into lead routing, its challenges, and how the tech automation can be a game changer using Salesforce.
Sure, Prasant. This is a very interesting topic. The reason is, every lead or inquiry that is coming in any company's database or receiving at company is potential revenue opportunity, right? And this is one of the area that has been always as a biggest pain area that I have seen with many of my customers and our customers wherever we are talking to them. This comes as one of the biggest challenge that people are facing. How do I manage my leads? And especially how do I manage my leads getting assigned to right salesperson at a right time? So it is very important, so how do you really do that? So as you said, there are many, I would say, ways that you can capture the leads, and that is automation that majority of our customers are doing. And that is one of the biggest, I would say, advantage that they are getting by taking the first step to, starting to automate their lead capturing process, which is fantastic. Now the problem is, how do I assign this lead? How do I route this lead? Now imagine a situation wherein you have hundreds of salespeople working across pan India, for example. It's a large geography, right? Now, when I get that lead, how do I really, ensure that this lead is important? This lead has a potential closure or a conversion, possibility, and this needs to be addressed maybe within 2 hours or maybe within 4 hours, and it has to go to the right person who is capable enough, who probably has experience of some similar kind of inquiries that are getting in, and most importantly whether he probably has high conversion ratio. So do I assign this to a new person, or do I assign this to somebody who has no experience into that kind of inquiry? Whom do I really assign this lead? So what happens is typical scenario, round robin, so first in first out kind of a thing. So the people are doing that. There are manual processes. There are people sitting in the office, they have this lead funnel coming in, and then they say, okay, who am I going to do that? So okay, this person, that person. But there is no intelligence, or there is no advantage that we are taking of the technology advancement that is happening currently, right? So what happens is, if you think for a minute, I have inquiry coming in, say, way down south from Bangalore, for example, okay, and that inquiry is for a particular product, okay. How do I really route that? If I have some kind of automation wherein at least predetermined, so this is a basic thing that you can probably do, so it's like a predetermined workflows or automation which can identify the location of the company, and based on their product interest that you are capturing, it can probably then go to that queue, for example, or that bucket, that okay, this needs to get to assigned to persons that are working in Bangalore. Right now, majority of the companies are doing this. So I call that as a 1.0 kind of a thing. So this is a basic thing that people are doing, which is fantastic again, because you have at least some level of automation done. But now when we talk about artificial intelligence and this newer possibilities of finding the right person to assign this lead to, how do I really do that? So for that, what we are helping with our customers, so there are certain additional things that we have in our kitty. So for example, first is when you capture the lead, we are identifying the source, we are identifying the conversation that is happening on various channels, whether it is email, whether it is website form fill, whether it is chat that is happening by that particular customer, right? That is one thing. And then with the help of AI, we can actually capture that and get some kind of a intel that, okay, what is really that particular company is interested in. One. Secondly, natural language processing. So what kind of a messaging that is, what kind of a text or what kind of a message that this particular inquiry person is, using to communicate with us. So that way we are able to identify, okay, based on the tonality, based on the words, based on the sentences that are formed, we are able to identify the severity or the urgency or the, what is exactly they are looking at, whether they are price conscious, whether they are quality conscious, whether they are looking at a fitment to their requirement. That thing you can basically understand. Another biggest advantage of using AI in lead routing is that we are definitely doing it, is basically identifying, as I said, what is it important for me to assign this lead. We are able to identify, based on the historical information, who was the salesperson who handled similar kind of leads earlier in his duration, and what is the conversion ratio, right? And whether that person has the knowledge, the experience of handling this kind of an inquiry. Then we identify that person. Once we identify that person, the story, it doesn't stop here, right? So once we identify that person, we also need to identify and find out whether that person is available right now. They must be doing something else. There might be, a couple of, or their bucket might be full, or they probably are in some other high priority work that they are doing, or maybe they are closing the sale. So how do I do that? So this is also something that we help our customers in getting this intel using AI for understanding the requirement from the messaging part, understanding the what is it that they are that customer is going to click, for example, as I said, whether it is product fitment, whether it is pricing, whether it is quality, and so on and so forth, right? And then the best available salesperson who has that possibility of closing that. Again, if you recall, I told you the basic things predetermined, the geography based and the product based. So that goes hand in hand here. So best person, salesperson from that geography who has this kind of experience of closing, bringing the inquiry to the closure. So this is something that really helps our customers in getting an inquiry, addressing that properly, and increasing chances of closing the sale or closing the business. So that is how we help our customers using AI and Salesforce solutions. So we have some accelerators. You can start using those accelerators, I think, within a day or two. We just have to do some minor configurations, and we need to understand what are your pockets, or what are your geographies and products, and all that kind of minor things. Once we do that, then we are able to configure it, and once we configure it, and then you will probably see the response time and the quality of people that are addressing this lead will eventually get you to higher conversion and success ratio. So that is the way we do the lead routing.
Thank you, Abhijeet. That was some great insight on Salesforce.
Thanks, Prasant.
So this was Abhijeet Kate in his very own unique style explaining Salesforce and its beauty. Till we meet next, this is Prasant signing off. Thank you for watching.